Hey, what's going on, solarpreneurs? Today we're going to be talking about 3 secrets that you need to succeed as a setter in solar in the year 2025. I'm sure it'll work after 2025, but specifically this year, you need to dominate the setting, and we're going to tell you how. So welcome to the podcast. My name is Taylor Armstrong. We're here to help you close more deals, generate more leads and referrals, and have a much better time in the solar industry. We are coming at you free and available on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you can find podcasts. Every Tuesday and Friday, a few here and there we get busy, but every Tuesday and Friday we are bringing you fresh, new content. So thank you for tuning in. And if you're listening to this in July 2025, as we're recording it, we got some craziness going on with the bill that just passed, Trump's big, beautiful bill. This thing is changing, it seems like, by the day. But the most recent update, in case you have not heard, is that we have the tax credit expiring for purchase systems at the end of this year. But the great news we got is that for leases and PPAs, we are able to use the tax credit towards that till the end of 2027. If I'm not mistaken, the system has to be PTO'd, has to be operational by the end of 2027 in order to get that applied towards a PPA or a lease. And the other news we got today, at the time of this recording, is that we thought we were going to be able to safe harbor equipment. Basically, companies were going to be able to buy panels and claim the tax credits on that for years even after 2027. But it sounds like Trump did an executive order that's not going to be the case anymore. So that's the most up-to-date news I have heard. I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm just hearing it from people that know a lot more than I do. So there's your update, but don't quote me on this. All this could change tomorrow. Okay, so hope you're staying up to date and in the know of what's happening, because very important stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to be throwing down. We should be just going all out effort as if this thing could end tomorrow. The cool thing about it, heard from a few people today that at least we know what the deadline is, right? It may change, some small details updated. But if you think about it, people that were going on the gold rush, you had people that went to dig for gold that they had no idea, was there any gold there? Was all the golds dried up? Whatever. And that happened, right? People will go out and then gold rush was over. So what's really cool about our opportunity in solar is we know the gold rush is still there. We know that the timelines we have, we know the urgency we can give to homeowners. It's not really a secret anymore. So that's the great thing about it, and use it to your advantage. Okay, so let's get into the training today. And that is, again, 3 things that you should be doing as a setter to really dominate and have success, keeping in mind with the deadlines, things that are going on. And this is taken from a training that I prepared for my team. So, we're not going to do the full 45-minute hour training that I did for the team, but I'm going to give you the condensed version, and maybe we will release that on a separate version, the full 45-minute training. But really, it's just 3 things that I want to condense down. And the first one is consistency. It's pretty straightforward. We all know we should be consistent. But there's 2 books that I recommend to all our team. If you have not read them, would highly recommend them. First is called The Slight Edge. If you're watching the video version of this, great book. It's by Jeff Olson. But in it, he talks about just the importance of being consistent in those little things. And really how just the daily consistency is going to be the thing that gets you massive results in your life. Okay, the second book is called The Compound Effect. Another great book. Check them both out if you've not read them. I've mentioned them in the show before. But as it comes to setting, you need to think to yourself, are you really giving consistent effort on the doors? You go listen to pretty much anyone we've had on the podcast. They're going out at the same time. They're clocking out at the same time. There's not really any mystery. I mean, maybe you have slight variations here and there, but they're super consistent in these small things. It's not like they're showing up for an hour one day and then 5 hours the next day. They're really showing up for themselves, for their team every single day. So ask yourself, are you showing up yourself consistently to the doors? Are you showing up consistently to your workouts? Are you showing up consistently going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time? Because all these things, they're connected. If you're not doing one thing, then it's probably spilling over to other areas of your life or of your career. So ask yourself that. Are you showing up consistently to the goals you've set for yourself, whether it's in the gym, whether it's at home, whether it's with your family, at work? Because if not, then it's going to be tough to have success. Okay, and the second thing is I heard this first from my guy, Chris Munizi. Shout out to Chris Munizi. But I think he got this from Tony Robbins. But he said something in training. He said, stop shoulding all over yourself. I didn't say the bad word, but stop shoulding all over yourself. So what he means by that is so many of us are like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. Should wake up at this time, should go to the gym, should knock at this time. It's time to stop shoulding all over ourselves, and it's time to show up. Okay, we need to change the language to, instead of should do this, we need to change it to I need to do this. I must do this. We're really stunting our growth, stunting our success if we're just doing should do this. Really weak intention way of manifesting things in your life. Right? So that's step number 1. Choose your language. Choose your language to be I need to do this or I must do this. And then just take immediate action, right? Pick one thing in your life today, whether it's showing up on the doors, whether it's a goal that you've been putting off. Instead of saying I should do this, change the language and actually do it. Put the plan in place to actually achieve it, to actually do it. And I tell this story to my team, to my guys. But the moment solar changed for me is when I stopped saying I should go out there for this amount of time. I should show up consistently. And I actually did it. And for me, what worked is there's this app. It's called Stick, STICKK with 2 Ks at the end. But this app, it lets you literally place money on what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so in my case, I was saying, instead of saying I should knock more, I said, all right, I need to knock more. I must knock more. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be out there 6 hours a day, no matter what. We're in a competition, so I said I'm going to do that for the next 30 days. I put money in this app. It's called Stick, where you have an accountability partner, and this money, you can donate it to your accountability partner. Gives you the option to donate it to charities that you don't support, right? And extremely powerful way to change it to, instead I should do something, that you're going to actually do it. Because if you don't do it, then you got a penalty. Yeah, you got money going to a cause you don't support. So for me, that's one way that I changed the shoulds into I'm actually going to do it. No more shoulds, no more shoulding all over myself. It's time to actually do it. So that's the second thing. Stop doing the should stuff and actually go out and do it. Change it to a must, change it to a need. Okay, and then the third thing, last but not least, is just eliminate your kryptonite, right? What is your kryptonite in life? Okay, maybe some of us, we have problems with eating. There's all types of addictions. There's things that everyone struggles with. But for you, what's your kryptonite? Some people, it's video games. Okay, I've had times where I download these games on my phone. For me, it's like Clash of Clans, these games you get on your phones. And sometimes that's my kryptonite. Instead out there knocking, I'm logging into these games. Some people, it's social media. Some people, it's YouTube. So figure out what your kryptonite is. And if you're not aware of it, there's 2 things that can help with that. The first is you can just go to your time. If you're on an iPhone, which everyone should be, okay, you can go to your screen time. It'll literally show you where you're spending your time. Okay, and most people are going to be surprised. They're going to have spent way more time than what they expected in certain apps and games, whatever it is. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is doing a time study. I brought this up previous podcast before too, but just taking a week, 3 to 4 days minimum, but where you go and just write down what you've done for every single 15-minute time block of the day. And extremely powerful exercise because you actually see where your time went. So if you feel like you don't have a kryptonite, but you're not getting the results you want, try this. Figure out where you're actually spending your time. And if you're probably going to see somewhere where there's kryptonite if you're not getting the results you want. Hey, so yeah, just write them down. Write the things down that are preventing you from having success. Love what my friend Chris Munizi says. He says, stop checking your Facebook and start facing your checkbook. That'll stick in your head. Stop checking your Facebook and start facing your checkbook. So take that as your mantra today. Say that to yourself on the door. Say that to yourself next time you're getting distracted out there. And remember, it's all about the focus. Follow one course until success. That's what focus stands for. Follow one course until success. So if you do these 3 things, promise you're going to have much more success setting appointments this year. Obviously, this can be applied towards anyone selling solar, but wanted to focus specifically on my people that are setting appointments. Okay, so one more time, that's be super consistent, stop shitting all over yourself, and eliminate your kryptonite. Figure out what it is and actually follow through on the things you promised to yourself. Okay, so hope that helped today. Send this to a setter that's struggling. Hope you get out there. Hope this gives you some fire to get out there and push harder today to knock one more door than you thought you were going to knock, to stay out 30 more minutes than you thought you were going to knock or prospect today. Do that. Let's blow up 2025 or whenever you're listening to this. And please shoot me a message or a DM if you have content suggestions, topic suggestions, or guests you want to hear on the podcast. We are running a little short on guests, so we'd love to get your suggestions for guests coming on. And we'll see you on the next episode.